Alright guys, what is going on? Welcome back to the channel and welcome back to the vlog. I know it's been a while and you guys have not heard any updates from me, probably in about the past month. So I've been really busy with work, of course my daughter, got a lot going on. So I haven't done too many updates on the muscle truck, and I just wanted to take you guys for a little ride in this thing and go over the sniper setup and where the truck is currently at. So I've been storing it and basically keeping it on a maintainer the whole time. You can hear Callie yelling, listen. Okay. So yeah, Holley Sniper, if you guys haven't seen this truck before, this is the muscle truck. You can go check out the playlist on the channel to follow the entire build and breakdown of this thing. But it is a 92 Silverado on a 5.7 drop with a 377 stroker motor from Blueprint Engines and a 5-speed manual transmission. Everything is all Beltec under here, as well as the Raystar drag pack setup. 295 55 15s in the back, Mickey Thompson's. It's got cutouts. This thing's pretty freaking wild for a truck. So a lot of you guys have got questions about the Sniper, and so far I've put almost 1,000 miles on this thing, and the tune, I just uploaded the file to it, is almost spot on for the self-learn. So this thing is pretty awesome that it can do a self-learn and just drive it and make some minor adjustments, and the thing will run, for the most part, pretty good. Now, this is more of like a bass tune, so this thing's pretty good, but there is a few spots in it where it needs to go to the dyno. But I'm trying to fix it myself. So the inside, of course, Camaro 5th gen seats. If you guys haven't seen that install, that is also in the playlist for the muscle truck. Swapped in an 01 Silverado console. Really gives this truck a whole different feel. It's very, I don't know how to describe it, but the seating position's very like aggressive now, and I really like that feel in this truck. So I'm gonna go ahead, crank this thing up in a second, and show you guys how close I've got the tune set up and how awesome EFI is. Keep in mind, right now it's probably 35 degrees out here, so it's freaking cold, and we're gonna see how this thing does on a cold start. But before we do a cold start, I gotta move this thing out of the way. And as you guys know, if you followed this Papal Impala build I've been doing, this is kind of like my little daily driver project. Not really going too wild with it, and I've noticed you guys, as far as the views, most people are probably more interested in the truck, but this is my LS4 Impala SS, and I just recently put some new wheels on it. I'll probably do a more in-depth video of the wheel reveal, but these are 18 by 8.5 Vors TR5s with a 35mm offset. They look really good on this car, and it kind of gives me some G8 vibes. So I really love how this thing turned out with these wheels on it. It took it from a Mamaw Papaw looking thing to something that actually has a little class and actually looks kind of more fitting for the car. Also did a front splitter on here. Did some headlights. Got to have the bug guard because the front of the hood was killed. The lady must have followed people really close, the original owner. So I had to hide the rock chips because I'm cheap. And yeah, so I'll probably end up camming this thing and doing some really dumb stuff with it. So if you guys, this is kind of just a garage update, if you will, just on everything, where all the vehicles are at. And I do have a surprise in the shop that I got to show you guys, because this is awesome. We kind of acquired a really good deal on a Snap-on Toolbox, so I'm going to walk you guys through that Toolbox reveal too, and just kind of give you an idea of what all we got to work with in the shop and kind of where things are going. So we're going to fire up the old Impala here, and I'll let you get a cold start on the old Impala. The truck has really not changed since I've done the soft topper on it. You're probably wondering why there's a mountain bike under it. It's because I'm out of space. So I stuffed it under there. But yes, the Colorado's doing really well. It's got about 60,000 miles on it. I've had literally no trouble out of this thing. Sitting on Cheater 33s, 285, 70, 17s, Bison flares. Pretty much all stock inside. Nothing crazy. I did a little bug flector on here, the AVS Aeroskins, light bar, just some minor things. Leveled the truck. It's tuned. It's got a full MagnaFlow exhaust, and it does pretty dang good. It pulls my camper really, really good, and I can't complain about this thing. So that's kind of it for the house garage update, car update. We'll go over to the main garage here after we do a little joyride in the gray truck, and I want to show you guys what's going on over there and this toolbox we're building up. So let's get some cold starts on these cars. All right, so the only thing done to this car is a cold air inductions intake and a Dynamax exhaust, which is basically just a homemade exhaust. We just fabbed the mufflers in and deleted the resonator as well. So let's get a little cold start. Not too bad for a daily driver. It's these cars aren't really the loudest things in the world. I feel like the exhaust is really restricted by the catalytic converter setup, and really just the way the exhaust is routed. These LS4s are just kind of quiet. But this car is minty fresh on the inside. Heated seats, sunroof, cheater Bluetooth, and if you guys haven't seen it already, I did a sub in this thing also. Boom, little bass tube back there. So that's kind of like a little update on the hoopty, the daily. We're gonna move this thing out of the way so we can get the gray truck out. Have to ignore my squeaking fan belt, for this truck is set for a long time. I don't know why. When it's cold it squeaks a little bit. It'll go away. You also may have noticed that start took a few minutes. Prior to this video, I actually had to cycle the key a few times when I was changing the tune. I actually uploaded a learn file, so I cycled the key 2 or 3 times, and it actually had a little bit of fuel in it, so it tried to crank a little bit early there. That was what you heard at first, then it fired right up. Once we got to about 30 PSI oil pressure, she turns right over. Oh yeah, no belt squeal, there we go. Drop a comment below. What do you guys think about the Dark Star Race Star wheels? Should I keep them, or should I go back like 22s in the rear, 20s in the front? Let me know in the comments down below what you guys think. All right, guys, just cruising along. Learn's pretty close. Really hard to see thanks to the sun, but as you can see there, pretty spot on with this tune. Actually, I mean, it drives really, really good. But I do think a dyno tune is a must on these trucks, or these systems in general. You're only gonna get so close with the Sniper, but it does drive pretty good. It's pretty reliable overall. I say that now that something dumb will happen, but yeah, it's actually been pretty good. So we're gonna go put some gas in here because I'm about out of fuel completely, and just basically getting this thing out for a little bit and just driving it around, just because I haven't drove it a lot. I've had a lot going on, and you guys are probably wondering where the heck I've been on YouTube, and my wife is about to go part-time, and I basically finances, man. Everything I've got is going into my house and my family, so I'm not really spending as much money on toys and playing around anymore. So, and the other thing is, a lot of these builds are done, so they're just going to be out here for you guys to enjoy. And they're never really like officially done, so they'll always have stuff to upload, but as far as kind of where I wanted to take them to, we're really close here. But this truck has been a lot of fun to build, and I'll probably always keep it just because it's just one of those trucks I don't really plan on ever getting rid of. So let's cruise this thing on down to a gas station and put some miles on it. All right, guys, so made it back to the house, got my hair cut, and this thing did great pretty much the whole way as far as just driving it normal, like off of the base tune and letting the thing self-learn. Does okay, like, but there's still some places in this tune where under like a full throttle pull, certain RPM, mostly just getting on it, really trying to drive the thing hard. It still has some flaky stuff in it going on. You have to let out, you can get back in it, but again, this is modern fuel injection, so you're gonna need a dyno tune to really dial it in. And just, you know, simple man like myself out here on the street just guessing is not gonna get it done. So we are gonna hit the rollers. I've been talking about that for a while. Hopefully I can get some time to get it over there, but I wanted to pull the two trucks side by side because Dad's old truck, we're gonna start working on it a little bit more. Of course, you guys know this thing, bought it a while back. He's just been dailying it. It's a 4.3 liter 5-speed truck. It's got highway gears in it. I did end up giving him the Riddlers. I'll let him have first dibs on those. Truck's been painted. It's a pretty good looking truck. I mean, it's not like perfect, but it's really clean for what it is. The paint's actually not too bad. That's pretty decent. The bed cover's a little bit questionable. We might do away with that. I like the bumper being color matched. This truck does look really good though, and we've got an LS in the garage that's planned out for this thing, so we will be swapping it in here. But it's pretty cool to see both of these trucks side by side. You got the new front end and the old front end, which is the I think 91 to 94 and then 95 to 98-ish era. We're no 4-eyes here. 4-eyes is 89 back, I want to say, somewhere in there, or 87, 88. But anyway, we're not going to get all technical about that. These trucks just look good. They're a lot of fun to drive, and I'm really pleased with the way the gray truck turned out. So if you guys like this, go ahead and subscribe, because we're going to do more stuff with this thing. And I know you guys, y'all love these OBS trucks, so you're just going to have to stick around and see what happens next. All right, guys, so I want to show you our newest little thing that we picked up the other day. So this is it. This is the new work center that we're about to transfer all our tools from. This is a Snap-on 72-inch Masters Series. I got this thing on a really good screaming deal, and I couldn't pass it up, so we just wheeled it at home the other day. Got everything laid out, just trying to let the rubber do its thing. Look at these drawers, man. I like the keys to the box. That's pretty cool too. Massive amounts of storage. 14 drawer. It's a speed style box, so you've got the levers all the way down the box. You don't have to reach to one corner like these Generals and stuff. They only have them in the corner. Same way here. This is a divider. I mean, that's what's the only tool in it right now, but we're working here. The rest of the drawers are the same going down. They get a little deeper here at the bottom. I just basically just started putting the mats in it, laying it out. I like the deep drawers. You can get like a porta-band in there or any kind of power tools. This drawer is really neat. Able to store pretty much anything from, you know, just drills. Power bank here. We got our lights charging. All the batteries, all USB as well. That's pretty neat. So yeah, we're gonna go ahead and start transferring everything over to this massive Masters series here, and hopefully we can take all these boxes and the corn well that's over there in the corner, and we're gonna take it as well, so everything that comes out of that's going into here. So hopefully we'll see if we can fill this thing up. May turn it into a crazy work center, I don't know. We'll see what happens. And this is another little build that I've had going on here for a while, but it's pretty much done now. We didn't really film any of it because it was a lot of trial and error learning. This is the first LS swap that we've kind of ever worked on together, and he pretty much did everything to this one. It's pretty much ready to go. It doesn't look like it is, but it is. It ran the other night and did pretty good. It's a painless harness and basically just a stock 5.3 stock computer. Kid wanted a LS powered truck, so that's what's happening. There's still some cleaning up to do, but four-wheel drive is a whole different animal. I would not advise doing anything with a four-wheel drive again. That was pretty painful, but it is what it is, and this thing is ready to roll, so that's exciting. So that's a garage update for you guys. A little update on the muscle truck as well as the Papo Impala. Still got the Camaros here, kind of storing them away for winter. If you're wondering why there's a towel there, it's a Chevy, it leaks, so that's what that's for. So we're gonna go ahead and start finishing up this toolbox deal, and I'll probably bring you guys along for some new builds. I have no clue what we're gonna do, but we're definitely gonna have everything we need to give you guys some awesome content. So if you like what you see and you want to follow more of these old trucks and car builds and everything else going on, be sure and subscribe, like this video, and drop a comment below. Let me know what you guys think about changing up the wheels on the truck. I don't know if I want to do it or not, but let me know what you think. I'll catch you guys in the next video.